All right, we are live. Episode 7. Where's the? There we go. That's what I was looking for. The cheers.
Woo!
All right.
Well, good
It,
morning. What's going on, millennials? Uh, we got we
we
got
got
topics.
topics. This mofo ain't even been president a full 7 days, and we already into some BS. Not even a 7 days. Talking about I'm going to overturn birthright citizenship, and then we're gonna
Uh,
get them out of here.
for anyone unaware, you can go to like whitehouse.gov and read all these things that he's calling his executive orders and presidential actions. Um, yeah, he's aiming for birthright citizenship. Um, I
Which,
saw
oh,
I saw for a second there before I read it, man.
uh
I fell for it because it's like tricky, fucking misinformation, right? You see memes, you see all these different things,
mm,
and one of them was like suggesting, oh, well, under these rules, Baron is not a U.S. citizen, his own kid, and I'm like,
mm,
what? That'd be fucking stupid, but I believe it because he is
right.
stupid. So I went and actually read the order, and it says parents have to be either citizens or green card holders, and Melania was a green card holder when he was born, so he is a U.S. citizen. But
Mm.
for a second there, I laughed really hard. Um, dude.
No, but the thing is that his parents weren't Donald Trump's parents. They were straight up immigrants living the
Oh, you mean
American
if he
dream.
makes it, if he makes this the retroactive,
Yeah, that means he would have to go too.
that'd be funny as fuck.
But he's president. He's above the law, so I don't think that doesn't fly. I guess. Woo. But
Hmm.
it's very concerning because like out here in Las Vegas, there was an ICE checkpoint,
Hmm.
and and I mentioned this before. Like I work with a lot of people that whose parents weren't from here, but they were born here, or I work with a dreamer. So it's just like, what do you do? What do they do? You know what I mean? Like it's a very like uncertain time right now. But what I will say though right now is that there are some states that are standing on business, Nevada being one of them, which I was very surprised about. No, this is a straight up violation of the 14th Amendment. The governor's not supporting that. He's not going to utilize Metro. They're not gonna support that either. And then like the schools out here as well came out with a letter saying that that they want to protect children's rights of being here and getting their education. So you know I'm glad at least, even though fucking Nevada shifted red, that they actually have a good head on the, at least as far as like leadership or governors or elected officials are concerned, that they actually have like a good head on their shoulders regarding the issues. It's like, no, this is crazy. Like, why would we support that? Overturning birthright citizenship. And then like, where are these people gonna go? These are people that have grown up here all their lives. Like, who are they going? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Nah,
Like, where are they
it
gonna go?
at the very least, it fucks you over economically and shit, and it fucks you over like
Mm-hmm.
um in many levels, but like something that happens a lot at the border is human trafficking, man. Because when
Mm-hmm.
you're displaced people in those numbers, no one's really keeping track accurately. Um, the more people there is to handle in an already fucking strained system, the more of a colander it becomes, and fucking people just fall through the holes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I believe in his last administration there was a lot of children that were misplaced, and then like no one knows where the kids went. They 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 could be sold dead or alive, man. Like
Yeah.
it's what he proposes suggests it's gonna be a mess in many levels.
Yeah. No, it's and then farmers already feeling it too.
Yeah, man. People
Like,
won't show up to work. They're like, nah, man. ISIS right there. Fuck that shit.
what did you? It's like, all right, all right, America, all right, Americans, specifically palm-colored people. They're always complaining about immigrants taking all the job. So,
Mm-hmm.
so y'all gonna pick them strawberries, them oranges, lemon limes.
Shit's
Y'all gonna do that for us?
shit's going to
Ria?
waste right now. Um, yeah, it'd be a fucking shame, right? The
Right,
economy and whatnot, the price of eggs. Come
man.
on.
Isn't this what you guys tried to avoid? The cost of food going up? Well, guess what's
Yeah.
gonna happen now? The cost of food's gonna go up because now they have to pay people that are not willing to work those slave wages. Let's just call it for what it is. Like slavery. Listen, slavery never went away. It just got reformed. It just evolved.
Mm-hmm.
It never went away. There's because at the end of the day, America. It is not even just America, but just like any sovereign nation thrives off of cheap labor.
Yeah.
Whatever that looks like, you know.
Yeah,
And
man.
with these deportations and all that, it's just like, all right, all right, what's who's gonna do these jobs now?
And that's the thing. Like, people, these motherfuckers allow themselves to be puppets in such a way that, like, there are legal ways that this could be perfectly beneficial for everyone
Mm-hmm.
if they were just willing to understand that you need to fix the system, you need to actually fix the system, not cry about it and then toss the entire plan down the fucking toilet. I've met so many people like this that they're like, well, the education department doesn't work, toss it all, start over. I'm like, do you understand the impact of what you're suggesting?
Mm-hmm.
Um, fucking, why can't you just like, yeah, I agree, it doesn't work the way it is right now. It does not work. It's not effective.
Yo yo,
Actual reform.
power, Big B. Oh, it's Ray Ray. What's that, Ray Ray? I was like, who it is?
Well,
Yeah,
what?
we got some comments.
Uh,
uh, you can see them though, right? You can see them.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Bang.
Yeah, yeah. This shit is nuts though. It's just
Yeah, like no, no real afterthought about the effect of it, man. Like, um, there is this way, right? My dad has a farm in South Mexico,
mm,
and a lot of people on the off season over there, they will get the special visa, agricultural visa. You get it, and then you're allowed in the U.S. for the season, for the harvesting season of whatever crop you're harvesting. You go there, you work for 3 months or a month or whatever, however long, and then you go back to Mexico. And they get paid way less than an average worker but I would imagine more than an illegal immigrant.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Um, because you're going through the proper channels.
Right.
Um, you want to fix this shit? Give more judges, fix the court system so more people can be processed under those means.
Mm-hmm.
People will stay in their country, man. But you try to have that discussion with these motherfuckers, and they're like, "But immigrants are banned. Just throw it all to hell." And I'm like, "No,
this these are the same people that want to throw away history books and did
yeah,
not
no." They get
realize.
pissed.
And then
They
it's
get
just
pissed when you. Oh,
like we have always thrived off of slave slash immigrant labor. And if you get rid of all the immigrants, the economy goes down the drain with it. Bye bye the economy.
mm-hmm.
Because now what you're going to have to do is with all these mass deportations is that now you're going to have to pay citizens actual like livable wages, or at least more than you would pay an immigrant. Because
Mm-hmm.
nobody's going to work those slave wages. Sorry, that's not happening. But at the same time, these same people that want to rah rah about immigrants, they're not going to pick those oranges. They're not going to pick those strawberries or lemons or limes. They ain't finna do none of that shit. And that's the reality
Nah,
of it.
they'd be asking for fucking health insurance for the back pain that they're gonna endure,
Mm-hmm.
and the sunburn,
Mm-hmm.
massive sunburn that they're gonna get.
Yep.
Um,
Especially palm colored
they,
people, they are not gonna be able to handle that. They're gonna have to be sunscreened all the way up.
dude, and then freaking, they're gonna be asking for like 30 something an hour. Uh, this backbreaking work, man.
Yep. And then those oranges that normally cost what, like a bag of oranges to go like what on average, like what, $3, $4?
Mm,
So they if they started paying people like, what they would pay like an American worker, maybe even triple, maybe quadruple the price.
dude.
You know what I mean? Like a bag of
Mm,
oranges may go for like $20 because of that, because they have to cover the labor costs.
yeah,
So it's just really just ignorant shit all across the board, and all this fear mongering, and people fell for it.
yeah.
They fucking fell for it because regardless of how they feel about Kamala Harris, because even though I have no love for her, and I made it public, I do not like her at all. But it was better than the alternative.
Yeah, legit, man.
Like
It
if she was at least she was president, we won't have to worry about at least this. You
she
know,
might have put some reform or something, but even if she didn't do too much,
right?
fuck, man. Like
But uh, black female.
moments, moments like this, moments like this is like where conspiracy brain wants to go like, oh, it's all fucking rigged or some shit. Like,
Mhm,
Trump is a Russian puppet, all that kind of shit.
right.
Uh, but the more I learn, the more I'm like, no, no, people just won't fucking read.
No, no.
Like,
Like when
it
it when
doesn't
it
have to be
comes
pretty
time,
chess.
yeah. When it comes time to the election, it's legit an open book test.
Yeah,
The answers are right there in front of you. Like, here's what they're gonna do. Here's what they have done. Here's their voting record. Here's policies that they support. Here's what they don't support.
yeah.
Like, the thing is that the fact that they let Trump back in again, right? Is just like you remember why you got him out in the first place, and you want to
No,
go
they don't.
back.
No, they don't. That's the problem.
I guess they
They're
forgot. Yeah,
reactionary as fuck.
they are. Oh, the economy
Uh,
was better under Trump.
I,
That was because of the black guy that was in there the 8 years before him.
mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this time we're gonna see this shit move a lot faster, and I hope it works in the country's favor
Hmm.
when it comes to like realizing the mistake.
Right.
Because people are stubborn when they make mistakes. They cover their ass. They uh they will double down multiple times instead of admit they fucked up, man. Just uninformed, did not understand how this shit worked. Uh, Decided I know better and you didn't, and that's it. But like, it's not about owning anyone. It's not like that mentality of owning the libs and shit like that. I don't.
Right.
I find it so fucking annoying because it's um. The in soccer and football, uh, you can score against your own team. It's called an autogol. Uh, so it's that, man. It feels like that. It feels like they just kicked it inside their own goal and are celebrating. I'm like, but we're in the motherfucking same team, dude. Yeah, you feel good that you got a point in the scoreboard, but it's against us. You dumb fuck.
Hmm.
Now face the other way, and please, could you please run that way?
Right.
Hey,
It's like a checklist, like so, uh do you make do you live paycheck to paycheck? Yes. maybe you
okay,
shouldn't
all right.
maybe you shouldn't vote for a billionaire that's only gonna tax cut his billionaire buddies.
Suggestion, life.
Just a suggestion, because he's not gonna make your life better. Never has, never will.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, when when can you pass from gentle suggestion to motherfucker? All right. Well, you don't know what you're doing.
The thing is that Americans don't give a fuck unless it's on their doorstep. It is the most reactionary way we move in this country. We're very reactionary. We don't we're and it's just this is and it's also messaging from the failure of messaging from both sides of the aisle. Like now now that they lost the second time to Trump, like I'm starting to see certain things like Akeem, like I don't know if I remember telling you about Akeem Jeffries about the speech that he gave in the House, and how he was basically talking about how he wanted to make the lives better for the American people, and everybody cheered but the Republicans. Not a
How
single Republican was clapping. Like it was just like, oh, I thought y'all were the party that cared about the American people. What's this? How come y'all not cheering? You can literally make a campaign off of that and then just go, look, these are the people that really give a fuck about you.
you could, man. You really could.
Like
Like,
like
fucking.
the messaging on that would be so fucking crazy on that. And and then going into the midterms, that's something that Dems have to capitalize on. They got to capitalize on that messaging. They have to clip that moment where they were all cheering for Akeem Jeffries and the Republicans didn't. Like that is one of those things where it's just like that is like like if I was, one of these people that live in those red states and I'm just like struggling and shit, and then like I'm voting and you know, it's like, hey, so what's this about? I saw that you were there. How come you weren't clapping? What's that? What's that about? You know, because at least that man is at least acknowledging where my struggles are.
Yeah, fucking they they're so bad at like messaging, man,
Yeah,
and what people actually want to see. Like, I'm an absolute policy nerd, but it's because I'm a nerd.
same.
Uh, but the average voter, the average person doesn't have fucking time for that. Um,
Even though they should
so
fucking make time for that.
they need to make time for that, but also like there needs to be a way to bring down the reading level of the bills and shit to make it
Mm-hmm.
more digestible for people. Because holy shit. But why isn't the DNC suggesting people to check out like the website Ballotpedia? It breaks down bills in a very fucking readable chunks.
Mm-hmm.
They should be like partnering with those motherfuckers wearing their T-shirt in Congress. Like, give people the tools to be informed as well. There are no one is correct right now. In the Democratic Party, there like needs to be a revisiting of fucking everything because it obviously is not working. Joe
Mm-hmm.
Biden won because of desperation of the people because 4 years of Trump. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Um,
and then COVID on top of that too.
yeah,
Like honestly, I
but
felt like if COVID didn't happen, Biden probably
well,
wouldn't be president.
no. It would have been rolled right into another Trump.
Yeah,
Because in the beginning of Trump's second hypothetical second term, if he had won,
yeah.
is when you would have started seeing the effects of his economic policy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Unfortunately, that happened under Biden, which made Biden look like all the economy sucks, and oh, this was because of
mm,
his bullshit.
yeah, because that shit, it's a big ship, man. It takes a very long time to see the effect of the turn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but only people that are nerds about it and take that they enjoy the study of this kind of shit um, will admit, I guess, or accept.
Right.
Um, but come on, people. There's a couple of kid level books that you can start with. Everyone starts there. That's what was
Right.
that cartoon with a little Bill of Rights?
I'm just a bill from
Yes.
Capitol Hill. Schoolhouse Rock this shit. For those that know.
Let's go, guys. I believe because this is gonna get if everything starts going the way that it looks like, it's gonna get
what rumors about MLK? That he cheated on his wife? Everybody know that. Yeah, that man stepped out on his marriage quite a few times during his civil rights march. That man was stressed out. Shit.
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah. That was the whole thing about COINTELPRO and shit back in the day. Like FBI was spying on him, trying to use like, oh yeah, you stepped on your marriage to try and get him to stop his movement. Closeted man, and he was a Freemason working with the CIA. That he did a lot of. All right, that is bullshit. A Freemason? Nah, he was not working with no fucking CIA.
Where we see this? Let me see this. All right, real quick. Let's go. So
What? That's bullshit. MLK working with the CIA. The reason why that's straight up bullshit that he was working with the CIA is simply due to the fact that this man he went from a man that was going to like he already put a band-aid on the race issue and was going to move into a class issue, and he got assassinated right after that. If he was working for the CIA, that doesn't make sense.
Dude, I don't know about all this.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. That sounds.
Especially like it's oddly timed since they fucking one of the things that was one of the presidential actions was the declassification of the records concerning the assassination
Yeah.
of uh of the man. So like kind of weird that these rumors are coming out right now, right when they're about to like release the actual causes of his assassination. Mm, muddying
Trying
the
to
water much? Like,
trying to make it seem like he deserved it. He deserved to die.
yeah, man.
Like, shut
Eh.
up. Get out of here. Stop that. No, because the thing is that these are the same people that try to make it seem like the Panthers are just as bad as the KKK. They tried
Oh,
to
hell
literally
no.
label the Black Panthers as like the black equivalent to the Ku Klux Klan, and that is ridiculous in itself.
Dude.
That is fucking ridiculous. But no, it wasn't. But it wasn't because J. Edgar Hoover was a fucking racist. It had nothing to do with that at all. Nah, he wasn't. Nah, it wasn't that.
Nah.
No, it was because
Now,
Fred Hampton was a young 21-year-old black man waking people the fuck up.
now, my
That's
question,
really what it
I
was.
guess, uh, do you trust this administration with the declassification process of
If I'm being real, I really wouldn't trust any administration with
it?
declassifying anything like that high profile.
Damn. Fuck, man. I mean, yeah, because like if you control it for that long, just how much no one really has a reference point as to if truth or lie, right? So
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like, and maybe this could be also conspiratorial too, but like the thing is, I feel like the only reason why a lot of this stuff is coming out to light now is that anybody that could have even been held accountable are most likely already dead by this point.
well, yeah. I mean, if I had a big secret, yeah.
Yeah, of course. Like shit, if it came out, can't do nothing. Can't do shit to me now. So
Yeah.
shit.
Man, I don't
It's
know. It whether they actually like the papers get released and it's actually true, whatever it is. Like I feel like the less scandally it is,
mm-hmm,
the more probable that it is true in a
mm,
way.
in a way.
If it's super scandalous, like I'm like,
Yeah, it's
um,
yeah. I don't know about that one, Ray Ray. I don't know about that one. Now, now that we're on the topic of immigrants, seems like Mr. Vivek Ramaswamy got his nigga wake up call.
oh my god,
Oh boy! I guess
dude! Oh,
Vivek forgot to look at his brown skin this morning.
oh, I laughed so hard, man.
Ugh.
Oh my god, this man, this man forgot.
It's all good, Ray
This
Ray.
man forgot.
He forgot. I mean, like this is how I feel about black conservatives. Just like y'all niggas really sure about that? Are you sure? Are you positive? This is the route you want to go? Like there is a like my whole thing is right. All right, I don't care at the end of the day what your political affiliation is, as long as you did your research honestly and say, all right, despite all of these things, this is the direction that I'm going in. But the ball is always missed this because it's just like these same black conservatives go out of their. It feels like they kind of go out of their way to shit on black people. that it's like you say, oh, you know, like black people hate me because I think differently, but yet you're kind of doing the same thing too, though. Like you're literally going
Dude.
out of your way to make white people feel comfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Okay.
the respectability politics is just like is just it's so strong with black Republicans. It's just like, damn, dude. And do you remember this Black MAGA supporter who I guess like once Trump got in office, I guess like they started like disowning him or something like that. Like he wasn't
Oh
invited to
my
go
god.
places. And I'm all like, yeah, nigga.
Oh, he was surprised?
Yeah,
Eh,
that's yeah, they don't like you. They don't like you. And I think you're like and hey, like don't quote me on this, but I think he's a little, you know what I mean? On top of that
Oh
too.
no.
So it's just like they really don't like you, my guy. Like, like I don't think there was a place for you there. You know,
No.
there wasn't a place
There
for you
never
there, my guy.
was.
There was not. All you were just a useful idiot. That's all it is. All you're really doing is just confirming those biases.
Yep.
That's all a black conservative is to me at this point, is just a black face and a black voice saying these really racist, really just white talking points just to make white people feel better about their racism. That's all they are
Dude.
to me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Hold on. We're gonna put a pin
So
in
like,
this. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go get my
yeah.
clothes out the dryer. I'll be right back. Won't take too long.
Sounds good. Sounds good. But yeah, good back, man. I just remembered. Sorry, guys. I got a little bit of a cough, so been coughing a lot. Try not to disrupt too much. Um, and
All right, I've returned.
Damn, dude.
All right, so which brings me to Vivek.
While we were gone, I did I was in a little searching. I found the post on Twitter that he did
mm,
after he got the fucking boot.
hmm
Fucking hilarious, man. It's
What do you
like
say?
quotes racism didn't really exist in ancient Rome. Emperors were white, black, Arab, didn't matter. The color of your skin was like the color of your eyes. Citizenship is a distinction they drew. It wasn't just about what you got in return, it was about your duty to your own nation. So, surprised? Surprised at the racist, Vivek. Are we? Bullshit, bud. I
Mm,
wish there would have been some signs that you could have seen to let you
man,
know
damn! If
that
only.
if only, if only. I feel like some people were saying that, but alas, motherfucker. Oh my god. It reminded me of when I was young, when I was in high school.
hmm
There was a story of this group of emo neo Nazis in Oaxaca,
Oh Jesus,
and I'm like, my dudes, who did you think that they would discriminate against? The Nazi Party. Interesting. And these guys were like as brown as you can be, man. And it's just like, what? Where does this need to self own come from? Like, I don't I don't understand.
you know, that's I I don't know. It's been happening since ancient times.
It
Just
has.
it's like it's I don't understand it myself, to be honest.
Is
It's
it because Vivek was not allowed to have that many friends? Because he said it on one of his tweets as well. Like he was
that's
like,
that's honestly what it is. You didn't have enough nigga friends.
so he couldn't tell the difference. And like, no, I'm there. We're all friends. And like, yeah, sure, we're friends,
But
dude.
ignorance is a goddamn choice, though.
Social skills, bud. Come on.
Ignorance is a goddamn choice at the end of the day. And you live in a country that had to have a civil war to end slavery, and then between between those 100 years between that civil war had ended, and then up until the Civil Rights Act of '64, that was 100-year gap. But just a bullshit. What did you think was gonna happen? Oh,
Uh,
we're in a post-racial society because y'all voted for a black man for president, even though him and his wife were being called Muslims and monkeys for 8 years.
legit. Like no one kept it as a secret. It wasn't like a thing that people were like saying only in private.
No, it was blatant.
Yeah,
The racism was just
and you, come on, bud.
man. It's just like
Uh, was this money? Was this like what brings a man to make the decision to just blindly go and follow the shit that you know is gonna backfire? Like
yeah,
there's no other outcome.
yeah. I mean, I know it's definitely for sure like that with influencers and like right wing content creators. It's just like they get the oh you want to spit them talking points? All right, we gonna give you a bunch of money doing so.
Like, dude,
Man, Just, oh
Uh,
my god, I'm pretty sure there's some alternate version of us spewing some right wing bullshit, making bank right now.
oh yeah, it's selling yourself to that shit is easy as fuck. That's
Mm,
oh man, the amount of right wingers, the like influencers that have come out that Russia was paying them to do talking points is just like ridiculous, man.
yeah,
Uh, fucking Elon paying people to register to vote in swing states during the elections, like money, man.
money.
And the more that comes out of fucking Elon, the more history and shit that comes out from his past and family and shit is fuck, man.
Fucking Nazi supporters that lived in Canada
Dude,
and then moved to apartheid fucking South Africa.
because they agreed with that shit. Like,
And the meme is apparently, and maybe this is just my American brain couldn't fathom this, but they say that there's nothing more racist than a white African. And I'm like, really? A white African?
fuck, man.
More racist than white Americans? Crazy. I would have thought. I would never thought that.
I
But
mean,
then, but then again, there was the same shit going on. Apartheid was just basically segregation. You know, just a lot. I would even, as far as just like like how violent it was, because I'm pretty sure it was just as violent as it was out here. Like motherfuckers was getting lynched out here.
mm-hmm.
Like it was like a fucking spectator sport, So the literal just like mass genocide and shit between, and it was just really, it was just like a fucking like, at least from my understanding of it, it was like a trifecta of just like hate between two tribes and white people. It was like a hate
Fuck.
triangle.
Legit?
Yeah, yeah. At least from my understanding, I haven't really honestly done enough research on like on apartheid in Africa and just like to really speak on it. But I do remember that the there was just like um a conflict between I forget what they were called. Let me let me look it up. Apartheid, South Africa. Okay, so racial segregation, apartheid, Africans. So I'm trying to remember like the tribes that were involved, but um, but yeah, that went on for literally like from the early, like to the late 40s to the early 90s. So that was just like 50, almost 50 years of bullshit.
Shit, man.
So I
Fuck.
believe it. I fucking believe it.
So, yeah, this motherfucker, like, I hate the fact that people are trying to defend the the fucking what is a Nazi salute. Fuck all those excuses, a Roman salute, and all that bullshit. Like, I have a pretty dark sense of humor, man. Like,
Hmm.
I will say some inappropriate shit
Oh yeah, of course.
constantly.
That's why we're friends.
Uh, fuck yeah. um, so I get dark humor. I absolutely get it. Uh, and even a salute, a Nazi salute, I would find funny in the appropriate context.
Hmm.
Like it has its moment, right? But in that context, it's not funny at all. Like it
No.
has no It had no place. There was like it. Like, what was the comedic timing? What was the fucking joke? What was the point? Nothing, man. It was a proper Nazi salute. So fuck, man. Like that's it. Plus all this history that's coming out of his family and shit. Like, he's a white nationalist. Like, cool, whatever. He's not a Nazi because there's not a Nazi party, but he's a white nationalist. Are you happy? Like, if you want to be that nitpicky with proper terms and definitions and shit, like, oh, cool, white nationalist. There you go. Like, it annoys me that people are intentionally obtuse with this shit. Like, you're trolling. Yeah, cool. Haha. We laughed. Now, can you please be serious about this? No? Okay. Well, fuck you then. Like, it's exasperating sometimes.
No, it's it's low key like depressing seeing this shit happen over and over again. I'm pretty sure someone that has studied history throughout the years, they just probably I would not be surprised if they had some kind of vice, if they were heavy drinkers, chain smokers, something, because I would be stressed out right now.
Hey, I smoke heavily. Uh, it keeps me going.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's me. I smoke heavy, you know. And me
yeah.
over here bragging about how I cut back. I might start vaping again. So, you know.
That's the problem about being aware of this shit. But it's a necessary step, man. If the more people like are actually aware and try to keep everything in mind of what moves a country,
uh-huh.
the better we'll be. And like, the me of right now thinks that it sounds naive and idealistic,
Hmm.
but just like with any large goal, the you of today is overwhelmed by the largeness of your goal. Uh, break it into chunks, right?
Hmm.
Take small bites.
Yeah.
Just it still fucking sucks though.
Yeah.
Looking at
And
this large system, it's still it's like, ah, oh, son of a bitch.
and then like for me personally, like I'm not even asking for a lot. Like I'm not even trying to say go full on socialist or anything like that. Like I'm just asking for basic shit. Free healthcare, livable wage. We will be much better off for it.
Yeah,
If
these
we can
stimulus.
if we can just get those two things, free healthcare, livable wage, we will be thriving economically.
Yeah. The amount of economic stimulus that it would bring is insane, man.
Hmm.
Like, one of the things that I really was looking forward to, it did not manifest because human greed. Uh, but work from home,
Hmm.
I saw it as a fantastic potential for bringing back the small American town.
Hmm.
You go back home, you just get good internet. It motivates governments to get good internet, maybe fiber in the
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
People get, and that's jobs. Those people get jobs, good paying jobs, laying all that fucking fiber and shit. Uh, and then that means that they bring economic stimulus to like bakers and all the other different things that you need to live in a small town. And it just snowballs from there. Um, because people would have job security back home, where shit's more affordable.
Right.
But the thing that backfired is that none of these small towns have rent control or have any form of like control for the price of the housing market,
Right.
and that shit exploded. every single person that went back home, the houses went from like they bought it super cheap, and then they resold a bunch of times because then you had to come back to the office and shit. And now shit is super expensive in those towns.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It almost like a gold rush, you know?
And that all happened during COVID because motherfuckers, I'm sorry, but fucking Californians.
Dude, yeah, like they're like, I don't have to fucking do California rents for a couple years, dude. But yeah, no, they fucked over local economies left and right.
Mhm. Yep. Nevada being one of them. Idaho, specifically
Yeah,
Boise, the property or at least the housing prices in Boise like skyrocketed because of that shit. It
legit,
was
man.
insane. It was insane. Like that was uncalled for.
It, yeah, no, it really did some damage when it had a lot of potential to do a lot of good. But Bijan, rent control is socialism, and we can't do that.
Damn it!
You mean
God,
a proper plan for the effect of a mass migration of people? Oof.
crazy idea. Crazy
Oh my
idea.
god.
Damn
Yeah, no, it would be government overreach, man, or some shit like
man.
that.
We
Because
we
my
want
fucking liberties.
we want small government. We want small
Yeah.
government. The government shouldn't tell us what to do. Meanwhile, motherfuckers supporting a fucking nationwide abortion ban.
Yeah.
Same people.
Ah.
Same people. Same
Same
people.
exact motherfuckers, man.
Same people.
It's annoying. It's fucking annoying. When does it count? Where's the rule book? Can we please agree? Okay, which ones are the applicable exceptions? Can we all know? So we can all play the same motherfucking game. It's
Please.
getting fucking annoying.
The goalpost just keeps changing.
Yeah. It's bullshit.
Man.
Like you try to do that in actual game of football, man. You're gonna run out of stadium. You'll hit a motherfucking wall. It's just how do we give them a wall? What's the
Hmm.
wall?
What is the wall? Where's the breaking point?
Yeah,
Like
where is
when is
the
going
edge
too
of the
far?
stadium?
Where is it at?
Yeah.
Let me know.
Any suggestions? Please comment. Cause I do not know. I'm just very annoyed.
Right. I feel it. Oh boy. So I remember if I remember talking to you about this, but a lot of backlash with Snoop Dogg and Nelly performing at the inauguration.
Oh, dude. I
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Yep. It was crazy. It was kind of crazy because oh my god, dude. And
So
it's
what's the
just
full
like
scoop? Like I didn't inform myself fully over the scoop. Like what exactly like happened? What?
yeah, so he performed at the inauguration thing and I'm like, Ugh. For me, it was his video that he did that kind of pissed me off. I'm just like, come on, Snoop. But it was basically him just, just kind of being very like facetious about it. Talking like a slave. Well, yeah, Master said I gotta go perform, and that's what I'm gonna do. Something I'm paraphrasing, but that's just basically what he was doing. So, but like for him, it was a money thing, and that's the only thing I could wrap my head around. He did it for the money, and it was no more than just that. Because I know he hates Trump. I know he doesn't really like him like that. Like at least not on anything political. Because like he went and got in his ass about Trump. Like I think around the last election about shit. So I mean like, hmm. So I know it wasn't him performing wasn't politically driven. However, the optics are just terrible right now.
Dude, yeah. Like I heard something. It was like about a Bitcoin or something as well.
Yeah, it was like a crypto thing too. That's right. Yep. And Snoopy in
Hey.
that crypto. He do. He do. He be in there. Man.
Oh, okay. Here you go. Snoop Dogg clad in what looked like a tuxedo performed at the first ever Crypto Ball, while guests who paid upward of 2,500 a ticket wore hats exclaiming "Make crypto great again." The event was meant to emphasize President-elect Donald Trump's enthusiasm about cryptocurrency. Uh, this was on the Afro News, January 20th. When did the fucking Trump coin drop?
Hmm. Let me see. Trump token. Oh my god. At least it went live like mid January. It went live. Oh my god, dude. That's just
So
nuts.
the performance was January 17th.
When it pumped
When
so
no
high.
shit, dude, do you think it released the same day as the event?
No, it was after. It was after. Because it was on the 17th. The inauguration was on the 20th. On Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, and it released the day after the inauguration, right?
No, the token was released before the inauguration. And then it dumped a little bit before. Like it was a mass dump. Because I'm looking at the chart right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
Cause
it
yeah,
yeah.
the Snoop event was on the 17th.
Damn, dude. Yeah, so because I'm looking at the price action right now, so all time high is $74. So anyone that bought on launch,
874.
it is $74. That is yeah.
Dude, my coworker was checking it out the other day, and it was like at 40 something, low
Mm-hmm.
40s.
Yep. Now it's at 28.
Ah! Oh, damn, man. Ooh, some people lost money.
Yep. It was a pump and dump.
Yeah.
It was a pump and dump, and then Melania was released right after that.
Let this be a lesson, motherfuckers. Just this is a very small microcosm of the way he runs a presidency. It's all a pump and dump.
It's all a pump and dump.
Like, jeez, guys, come on.
Man, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. That's the way this man operates, man. He, like, I feel The difficulty I have with Bitcoin, right, is not the concept itself, but the amount of uh shit like that you can find in it, like scams and shit. What do you think would need to happen to make crypto, for lack of a better word, like safer, more consistent?
More consistent? Well, then you would have to pretty much remove DeFi out the equation.
What's that?
Decentralized finance. So pretty much there's kind of like a starter point where a lot of these like meme tokens start out at, and they always start
Hmm.
on DeFi. DeFi is a lot more riskier
Mm,
than centralized. So we're talking like, and when I mean by centralized finance or like centralized tokens, we're talking like anything that's like on a notable exchange. So we're talking like when you buy something like on Coinbase or crypto.com, something that's out there like in the forefront, where it's just like you're still gambling, of course, but at least you're not going to get rugged. It's not going to be a
okay,
rug pull. It's not like fucking Coinbase or crypto.com is going to be like, all right, we're going to snatch the liquidity out. Fuck you niggas. That's not going to happen. They can't do that. Like, that's,
okay,
yeah. So that would be the one thing way to make crypto safer is getting rid of DeFi. But that ain't ever going to happen, though, because DeFi is just what it is. It's decentralized for a reason. And
that's kind of one of the major selling points of the coin itself.
yeah, it has
Mm.
to make it through the DeFi market before it can actually get listed on a centralized exchange.
Oh shit.
So,
Okay.
I mean, but other than that, though, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to do your research. It is what it is about just really about any kind of thing that happens in crypto. You have to do your research. You have to, I mean, there and also like, and truth be told, it's just like you can't just go in with the mindset on a hope and a prayer and then hope it goes. Like, look at that white paper because usually the white paper is kind of like the blueprint on like what the token is, where it's trying to go. And if it at least sounds remotely good, like okay, this could be a good thing in the long term, then yeah, go ahead and put your money in if you feel like that's what you need to do. However, some white papers, not all white papers are created equal. I mean, like right now, I don't have shit in crypto right now. The only thing I got going right now is this token called Pi. And I had to put no money into that. I just had to download their app and then it was just supposed to like mine tokens. However, if I was mining tokens for like the last 4 years, then I would be in a pretty good spot right now. But I didn't mine that much. However, once it goes live, because I have about 200 Pi right now, some around there, and 50, and I have 50 locked up. So once it goes live, 50 of those tokens are going to be locked up for 2 years. But
Okay.
once it goes live and the price action is already looking like around like $30 to $40, but some speculate that it could even go up 100 on launch. So if it goes up to that much, I'm dumping, what tokens that I don't have locked up and just have a little
Shit.
extra, then that's about 10K right there. Some just
Nice.
like just about. So I mean, and it's one of those things where it's just like, yeah, it's a hope and a prayer. It might not happen, right?
Mhm.
If it doesn't even get that high, either way, I'm still dumping those tokens. So either I get 10K or 5 or 4.
Okay. Okay.
So, and then I'm just gonna not worry about those tokens, and then they'll just kind of start accumulating over the years. Depending on where Pi goes and the price action of Pi within the next couple of years, I'll have like a nice little yearly income just depending on that because I have to keep my tokens locked up for a certain amount of time. I think it's like I think I have to have them locked up for like a year or maybe 2 years. But either way though, it's like all right, I might be in a decent spot, 2 years from now with just pie, and all I invested was my fucking data, like my fucking like my mobile data. You know what I mean?
Mm.
That's all
Mhm.
I invested. So
Dude, fucking. I was gonna ask. Should have written down. Uh, Because a question popped into my head.
mm.
Uh, Fuck. No, left. Shit. Oh wait, no, get it. So there is such a thing as centralized Bitcoin, like for people that just want to use it as actual currency, but not go into like the entire more like tradey part of it.
I mean, there are some places where you can still buy Bitcoin on DeFi. However, since Bitcoin is so mainstream now, there's no point in doing that. You just open up a Coinbase account.
Hmm.
Like Bitcoin is very secure at this point. So you don't have to worry about buying Bitcoin on DeFi and then getting the rug getting rug pulled. Like Bitcoin is pretty much solidified. Like Bitcoin
Oh
essentially
no, no.
controls the market.
I'm not saying like is Bitcoin decentralized still, or is it now?
No,
Or,
it's fully centralized
okay,
because
all
all the
right,
major centralized exchanges all have Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin from there.
oh, okay,
So Coinbase, crypto.com, some other big ones, you can buy Bitcoin pretty easy. And like I think like the top 3 tokens right now is top let's go to coin market cap. So let's see here. Uh, uh, uh. So coin market cap. So the top 3 coins going on right now is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. So those are the top dogs right now that are leading the market.
okay. So basically, buying those, you're buying money. It's like a money exchange more than
Yeah, so those are
buying
the
an
type of
investment.
yeah, those are the ones like if you really want to get into Bitcoin and want to be really safe about it, like if you go to coinmarketcap.com and then like those top 10 would be a good starter point, honestly. Just make sure you do your
Okay.
research on those,
Hmm.
like the top 10 coins. But like even BNB is thriving right now. That's crazy, and with all the bullshit going on with the BNB. So that's amazing. I haven't really looked at any charts in a hot minute.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Solana is on a rise right now because they just started. So they did their own chain where now like a lot of projects are coming out on Solana. So if I ever do get back into trading, I might fuck around with Solana for a little bit and see what I
Okay.
can find there. But right now I'm not even worried about it because like I was in a project and that shit got rugged. What sucked about it is we were all like friends and shit. And
Ooh.
so, all right, go ahead, put your money into this project, and then he made up some bullshit story about how his stripper ex-girlfriend took the liquidity from his
Oh
wallet. And I'm all like,
no.
you motherfucker, don't lie to me. But
Damn.
neither here nor there. It is what it is. I'm not even worried about it.
Money, man. Money can change
Yeah,
people.
yeah, it can. Definitely can.
Fucking. Ah, shit. So going back to Snoop, man. Like, yeah. I guess yeah. That's the only explanation. Money, but it still sucks because I'll do a lot of things for money, but like, there's lines, in my opinion.
Yeah. Would you? Would you do it for a
Uh,
Scooby snack? I'm like,
uh,
nah, I already made the conscious decision that like if I was a female, I would have OnlyFans. No fucks.
nah, fuck, man. Never crossed my mind. Like, that's never.
You can get
Why
away
not
with
as a
feet.
dude?
You can get away with feet pics easy. Why not as a dude?
Yeah.
Um, well, for me, I would need to like look like a supermodel. That's all. I don't.
Okay.
There's not a market for chubby dreadheads.
Hmm.
At least if there is, I don't know who's at the top of that market.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, no. Um, yeah, I mean like yeah, if I were to make an OnlyFans, it would have to be like something else. Like it would have to be like maybe like I don't know, like if I had started picking up like some kind of music, because that's what people forgot what OnlyFans was for. Like OnlyFans wasn't supposed to be sexual in nature at all. It was literally for it was just like an extra way for content creators to get a little extra money.
Damn.
But then sex workers said, "Let me start selling some pussy pics on here, see what happens." So,
Let's just see. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there and
yeah,
to
and
the market
honestly,
and
yeah, and truth be told, it's a lot safer for sex workers to make their money anyway. So I mean, like, I'm not at all hating on OnlyFans whatsoever. Like, it's a very safer avenue for sex workers, which I'm 100% in support of. Truth be told,
dude. I
like,
mean, yeah.
if that's what you want to do, and this is the safe way to go, and this is the safest way to go about it, and nobody going upside your head, you're not pressured into do anything, like you ain't being pimped out, you are in control of your own content, you are your own boss, you make your own hours, you know what I mean? Like it empowered the sex worker.
Should we get
And
an OnlyFans?
I don't know what we gonna do.
Just this?
Nah,
Educational, kind of like a Pornhub.
nah. We can if we're gonna go down that route, we can make a Patreon and be just as successful.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, we don't have to do OnlyFans. We just make a Patreon. We'd be all right.
Okay,
Especially the shit's going on YouTube. So Patreon is usually the way to go for YouTube content
okay.
creators. So
Uh, fucking dude.
OnlyFans, that's crazy.
Hey,
Nah,
I saw that if you're like your content, it's a little bit on the line for YouTube to monetize you. Pornhub is a good place to put your content out there. A
yo,
lot of like WeTubers and shit. A lot of
I
them,
oh yeah,
yeah.
Pornhub for weed tubers.
Pornhub, man.
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
what?
Stay at home hub. Remember that?
Oh my god.
Bruh, that shit is crazy work. What was I gonna say?
Jeez.
Oh man, I lost my train of thought.
I was
It
gonna
was
ask.
it
Oh,
was on the
sorry.
topic. It was on the topic of YouTube, but I can't remember now.
I was gonna ask, man. Do you believe that like now that Trump has a coin and shit,
Hmm.
and he obviously is gonna own some of them, does it have a potential to like for bribery?
Of course,
Man.
of course.
So many norms are gonna get like fucking corrupted
Yeah,
during this presidency, man. Like,
yeah. And then like the like so they have like a fear and greed index right now, and like the market is at a 60 right now for greed. So there might be a mass dump happening soon. Don't know when it's gonna happen.
Oh,
but
for like Bitcoin?
for just for crypto in general.
So people feeling greedy, like they want to just pull out.
Oh yeah, so when everything's in agreed, like everything's just green across the board, usually is followed by a dump. So
So
a
one
dump,
person's gonna start dumping, and then it's gonna start this little cascade effect kind of thing.
yep, especially if it's like, especially people start dumping Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is at $100,000 right now per coin.
Woo!
So whoever caught the wave early, when I wish I did. I wish I had bought Bitcoin when I was in my 20s, because that shit, oh my god, dude, I would be rickety rich right now.
Yeah, dude.
Because I remember when people were buying Bitcoin, that shit was like 30 cents a coin.
I try to invest in Amazon, man. I try to like ask my uncles how to invest in stocks, and they laugh. I'm like,
There's,
dude, that sounds fantastic.
yeah, no, and honestly, if I'm being real, stocks are a lot of, it's a lot more grown up than crypto. I feel like stocks is
Uh,
more like a millennial Gen Z thing, if I'm being real.
oh no, I
But
get that, but like,
but there's a way to make money off stocks and like earning dividends on your shares and all that. I just don't know how to do it. But there is a way to go about stocks, and you can, and it could be very, like, it can be very it's a lot more safer. It could be a lot more lucrative than like dealing with crypto and shit. That's for sure. Because at least with fucking crypto, it's like you're dealing with like you're more likely to get dumped on than a coin to get pumped. Meanwhile, with the stock, there's a lot more factors that you can look into to make a lot more informed decisions. Like if you're investing in a business, what is this business doing? You know what I mean? Like there's, depending on like what kind of business, and let's say if you were investing in like pharmaceuticals and this business is releasing a medicine, like is the trials are good, like what are the results? Like there you can, with stocks, there's a lot more informed decisions that you can make with stocks. Meanwhile, with crypto, it's literally like a hope and a fucking prayer.
oh no, the only reason that I wanted to invest in Amazon, so the the remember the bookstore Borders?
Yeah, I remember.
It had an entire fucking section for gay books. So it was
Huh.
the only place I could go and read that shit. I couldn't buy it, so I just go over and read a couple books. Uh, and one day it closed down, and I'm like, what the fuck? And it said why it sold. It had like a little poster, and I learned about Amazon and how it was a book delivery service. And I'm like, dude, if I could do that, that'd be fantastic. And I had just learned about stocks in economics class in high school, so I'm like, I wonder if I could buy some stocks. So I asked my dad if he can help me like buy stocks for that shit, and like asked my uncles. They had more money. Uh, I fucking laughed. I'm like, well, fuck you. All right. Uh, yeah, dude. I think about if I could have just convinced them to put like 5 grand or some shit at the
Hmm.
time.
Into Amazon, yeah, they be making bank right now.
Yeah, just leave it alone until like for a couple years. I was in high school. Leave it alone for 10 years.
Dude,
Get out of my naval career and be all right, man. Move
yeah,
that shit around.
shit, dude. If I had a time machine,
Eh,
I'd be like, hey, listen, let me talk to my 21-year-old self. Like, hey, young blood, you need to buy this Bitcoin.
the problem with at least for me and my household, uh, the generation is that children were treated like ignorant little beings, man. Like,
Like kids didn't know shit about shit,
yeah,
and if you thought you knew shit, you still don't know shit.
yeah, like, man, if I have kids and they're like super nerdy about numbers and shit, and they're super into stocks and Bitcoin and shit, and they come and ask me about this stuff and ask me like, hey, Could you lend me some money to invest? Be like, all right, but if you lose this money, that's it.
Right.
Until you like owe me some chores or some shit. Um, they're more in tune with that shit. They're more in it. The newer technology and shit. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It'd be like that.
motherfuckers. Oh
It.
yeah,
Yeah. It fucking sucks,
can't
man.
regret it. Eh, like. Oh, speaking of old men that don't know when to fucking loosen the reins of power and shit.
Oh, here we go.
You hear that shit about like a representative that is trying to put in a bail or something to see if Trump can run for a third term.
I didn't hear bits and pieces, but not fully. Not enough to really know. But it goes back to that. Remember that conspiracy theory that I told you a homeboy made.
Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right.
And when you mention that shit, I'm just like, no fucking way, bro. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way. There's no way. There's no fucking way. No. Impossible. Impossible. I cannot believe that shit. There's no way. Now, granted, if they grant Trump a third term, then that just opens the floodgate for Barack Obama to come back.
No, 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 no. That's the thing. The way
Mm.
he wrote that shit, it
It was just only exclusively for Trump and no one else.
it would specifically exclude Obama. Let me see if I can find it, man. Uh,
What? Nah. What?
uh, I gotta fucking find resolution text. Here
Okay.
we go. Joint resolution proposing an amendment to the Constitution of the United States to provide that no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than 3 times. Resolved by the Senate and the House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled, 2/3 of each house concurring therein, that the following article is proposed as an amendment to the Constitution of the United States, which shall be valid to all intents and purposes as part of the Constitution. Let me actually move the shit closer. There you go.
So someone just Jess said that it's only for someone who hasn't served 2 consecutive terms.
There you go. Yeah, it would exclude Obama.
That's bullshit. Because they didn't serve 2 consecutive terms, they could run a third.
Yeah.
That's I I hate it here already. If I didn't before, I hate it more now than ever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, man.
trash. That is so
Uh,
trash.
dude, this is some like it's some Russia shit, man. Like make little like move the goalpost just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more.
Motherfucker will have a fourth term because some shit. If you this flies, you know.
It goes back to, well, if he said it, he didn't mean it. And if he meant it, that's not what he meant.
Yeah, it's like that's not a Nazi salute. He was just waving hi to the people from the heart. Uh, like
Oh shit, dude.
why can't Luigi be like given the same courtesy? Like
Right. He did
he didn't
Luigi.
shoot him.
What are you talking about? He didn't shoot him. He just, He just
Pointed at him and went
pointed
bang.
at him and then went bang, and then the bullet came out, and then we don't know. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
Wait. Luigi didn't kill the CEO. The bullet did.
yeah. You should be charging the gunpowder. Really, it started it all. It ignited the situation.
Just
Fucking
Jessica said there is no more. They won't do that because they will, and they show that they can. Yeah,
yep,
yeah,
yeah.
hmm
Oh, fascism.
yeah. The fuck around and find out season is in full effect.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's so fucking unfortunate, but yeah, this is where we are. And these
Speaking.
next 4 years is just gonna be straight garbage.
Ooh, yeah. Gotta stay vigilant. Remember, motherfucker. The way that this fucker plays politics is just to flood the zone with shit. There'll be scandal after scandal after scandal and norm breaking and no other president has ever done this and that and blah 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 blah. And some of it will be bullshit.
hmm
Like none like Obama's fucking tan suit. Uh
Oh, it was the tan suit that did it, huh?
yeah, yeah,
how
truly.
how how dare he come on in that tan suit? or
Yeah.
or that one time he went to or was it where was it? Martha's Vineyard when he went on vacation. That man took one fucking public ass vacation and motherfuckers lost their mind. And I think,
Yeah.
and I don't even think no, and this was going into his second term. His first term, he was just whatever. But that I think it was like in his second term, people lost their mind when he went on vacation that one time.
Yeah, no man.
Meanwhile,
It's
Trump has been literally been in Mar-a-Lago for like what 3 weeks out of the month, and then he comes back, does some shit, and then goes back to Mar-a-Lago.
yeah, like these motherfuckers make exceptions all the time and they grab on to the one thing that the other man did. And I'm like, so
Exactly.
you're saying that the fact that he did it once in his presidency or twice or three times excuse this other dude doing it like
Yeah.
a third of his presidency?
Oh, the fucking pardons for the Gen 6 people. That shit made me so ill.
Oof,
That shit made me so just my stomach turned when I saw that.
that yeah, no.
Oh my god. And motherfuckers want to be mad at Biden for pardoning his son?
People wonder, man. People wonder why like all these people got pardoned up to like 2014, right? Like some conspiracy theories were started to be formed about the date and shit.
Yeah.
But then you look at all these executive orders, and one of the executive orders, this hypocritical motherfucker, uh, he, let me, where is it? I can't find it right now, but he passed an executive order about, can't find it right now, but like, he passed a executive order about documents, classified documents. So
Oh.
making it illegal to take documents out of government and shit, right? But like, if you read it, it's all about like Hunter's laptop and all these different things. And I'm like, I must have imagined that entire bathroom full of documents then that you had that didn't get declassified properly. You hypocritical motherfucker.
This is why he was in hot water right now. This is why he appointed that judge that had no jurisdiction over that shit. But now you want to
Yep,
pass an executive order to make it illegal? Like, come on, bro.
yep. It's he's the only reason he tried this hard to become president because you could tell he hated it, man.
Yeah.
was to stay out of prison. That's it. All these things are just stopgaps to make sure that he's fine.
Yep. What did it for me was the whole granting of presidential immunity. Meanwhile, it was straight up violation of the Constitution.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you have pretty much a rogue fucking Supreme Court that rules in your favor when you kind of need them to, right? That shit doesn't make any
Yeah.
fucking sense now. But like I said, but when it goes back to the whole birthright citizenship, though, like that one's not that one. I would say that would be the one thing that's not gonna hold weight, but it's just gonna be a lot of fucked up. Like there's gonna be some fucking rogue ICE agency that's gonna take matters into their own hands, but I guess they'll have to deal with the consequences of that later on if they do. Is
Oh,
just we just have to stay diligent in that though, and just be informed on, because like I said, there was a checkpoint out here in Las Vegas, and just had me really concerned, and I know people that are going to be
yeah.
heavily affected by that shit.
Dude, I found one. Fucking presidential action holding former government officials accountable for election interference and improper disclosure of sensitive government information. And it's
Mhm.
all about like how Biden uh meddled with his campaign. Like, it, gotta read one a day or something. But like, it's ridiculous, man. It's like it's all bullshit. And he's going after all these people, right? He has a gigantic list of people that he's going trying to go after. So, do I like the power of the presidential pardon? I have mixed thoughts, mixed feelings about it.
It shouldn't even exist, to be honest.
Yeah, like ideally it shouldn't, but because we are flawed, even in a perfect, if there was a perfect system, we would still be flawed because fuck.
Yeah.
Um, but
I mean,
do I
I feel like
understand why
the
he used it? Like, do I understand
yeah,
why he pardoned people? I do. This
yeah.
motherfucker would have tried to go after anybody that he feels he wronged him. Uh,
It's that term, justice is blind.
mm, mm.
It is. It's very blind. It's either blind when it's in your favor or when it's not. Because you can't. We just can't be on some vigilante shit. Like we all can't just be Batman, just beating motherfuckers up and shit and putting justice in our
Nah.
own hands. Of course, even though sometimes the motherfucker just need an ass whooping from time to time. And those January 6th people, like you motherfuckers, literally tried to overthrow the government. This wasn't a protest,
Yeah, man.
and that's
This
and
wasn't.
this was not that was not a protest. A protest is you're outside of the Capitol, you wave wave your little signs around and say, hey, stop the fraud. That would have been a lot more. I would have agreed with that. I mean, as far as just like in the way you protested, regardless of how you felt about the election, and at least you're exercising your right to protest. But y'all raided the Capitol and tried to overthrow the government and stop the certification of the election. That's way different than just a
Yeah,
protest.
and they try to like excuse it and be like, "Oh well, the defenses were like super weak and stuff." And I'm like, if you see a barrier, just because it's like a removable barrier that's flimsy, doesn't mean, oh, it's tempting me to fucking break it and get closer to the fucking capital. It's there for a reason. It was meant to tell you where the perimeter is at. You crossing the perimeter already is an act of violence when it comes to regard to that security perimeter,
Yeah.
like it's an act of aggression. uh so dude, like you go to the supermarket, right? And
Mm-hmm.
there's all these different fruits and vegetables and the grapes. You have the bag of grapes that's always open, and you're always tempted. Grab a grape. Try a grape. I don't know about you, but like in my family, my dad would try to like grab a grape, and I never liked it. I'm like, I'm stealing a grape, man.
Right.
Uh,
You're sensible ass.
so let's just buy
Nah,
the
but I
grapes.
understand. I get it. I get
uh,
it.
so like it's a social understanding that yeah, the food is right there, it's open, you could take it,
Mhm.
and no one probably would know, but it is the social contract of like
But I will know that you took that grape. The overseer of grapes have seen you violate the grapes, and you shall be sentenced. No, but
uh dude, hey man, that was the strawberry lord and a mushroom trip once. So me and the fruit go way back. Uh, um,
dude.
yeah. So like these dudes are acting like the temptation was too big to cross the little fence. They made me by having such a wimpy fence. I'm like, no, dude. It's not like look at what she was wearing. Fuck you. What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck you talking about? Look at what she was wearing. Well, what was she wearing? No, whoa, 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 no, no,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa. What are we talking about here? Not the same. No, you could have said, you could have looked and moved on. Motherfucker,
Yep.
you went in full violation mode after that. And then
Yep.
also, it wasn't just some fucking fence. These motherfuckers was climbing and breaking windows, bruh. What are you
Yeah,
talking
no.
about?
Yeah, yeah, like
Like what? Did we
that,
not?
that's just where it starts, man. That's just where it starts. Like the security guards had a perimeter with all these little fences.
Yeah.
The fact that they're tiny doesn't mean well I can just get closer,
No, it
motherfucker.
means
From
this is
there
the
it
line.
starts.
Don't cross
Yeah,
it.
they should have never got into the windows and shit.
Yeah.
Mob mentality took over and fucking like it's so stupid. All these excuses for them that it's just dumb.
Yeah. It's
You know
stupid
what you
shit.
were doing.
Yeah, y'all knew exactly what the hell y'all doing. Let's stop the cap. You knew what you were doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, man. The only guy I'm just rooting for is the man Luigi.
The Capitol police
Uh,
that they had on the floor said they were trying to gouge his eyes out. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's
yeah.
not dismiss the even like the whole fucking thing that happened with those police officers. Like some even committed suicide because the trauma was that real.
They they
So
must have.
like so imagine me like or imagine like a family member or something like that seeing that these motherfuckers got pardoned.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, my heart goes out to those people that are
Legit.
either still dealing with the trauma or lost people to that shit.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the fucking president pardons those same people.
Yeah. But
That's
back to blue,
nuts.
right?
Back to blue though. Blue, you know what I mean? Like blue lives matter. Yeah.
Oh fuck it.
Are you sure about that? You sure about that right now?
Yeah.
You really are in support of blue lives because that whole pardoning thing that happened that's clear in violation of that.
Yeah, dude. Like some of the guards that survived the attack
Yeah.
are now coming out like they're worried, man, because all these people uh that got out, they're after them. Like they're afraid for their lives and shit. I'm like, fuck.
I don't blame them, as they should be, as they should be.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I would get out. If I was them, I'd get out.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna retire. Fuck all this.
Yeah.
Dipping out, moving on the opposite side.
Mm-hmm. Legit, man.
Proud and loud. It's always all cops are bastards. I respect that, Jess.
Hey.
I respect it because I'm telling you, these I'm gonna be real. Like my thing is if you want to be a cop and with the best intentions, my heart goes out to you. However, you're gonna realize the reality of the shit is you cannot be. Sometimes you just can't be a cop with the best intentions because most of the time you're not going to be paired up with a cop with those same intentions as you. Like there's I don't think there's anything more corrupt than any police force in any town.
Dude,
Period.
a lot of the shit like that works like that. Like it's not exactly like personnel related, but more systemic in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
Um,
Yeah, like
because
here's
you
the
like,
thing.
sorry.
Yeah, no, like law enforcement. Once it this goes back to slavery and shit. It goes back to slavery. So first round of like law enforcement that we ever had in the U.S. These motherfuckers were former slave catchers.
Damn, man.
So law enforcement was already going to be racially systemic in nature. We had the first round of incarceration, and even though slavery was abolished, in its place was the 13th Amendment, and that was pretty much you can enslave prisoners and make them work like do like slavery type, like work them like slaves. So the shit was always systemic in nature. Like it was never gonna like, in at least as far as just like racial, like from like a racial aspect of it. And now it's just become a trickle down effect, and it's never gotten better over the years. So yeah, so racial profiling, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, dude. Damn.
It's part of the job, even if it's small things you choose to ignore. That's where ACAP comes in. It is to protect and serve. They just happen to protect every now and then. And that's true too. These motherfuckers
Yeah.
do pick and choose. Because I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now, if I was outside and if I ran into a cop that just needed to meet a quota, that's my ass.
Yeah. Oh man. Like I've seen them post up in IB to try
Mm.
to get meet quotas for tickets and shit, man. But I never see them post up in like Hoya and shit. Not like that.
Ooh. I wonder why. Hmm. I wonder why. Hmm. 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 I don't know, Manny. I don't know. Maybe because I don't know. That's just me though. That's
Who
just
knows? Who
me
knows? Who
though.
knows, man?
I don't know what else it could be. Don't know what else it could be. I don't know. That's crazy. Why certain neighborhoods are over policed than other ones.
Maybe
Shit.
topic for a different day, man. Topic for a
Topic for a
different
different
day.
day. Yep. I think yeah, let's we'll wrap it up here. we'll we'll wrap it up here for this episode. But thanks for everybody for coming through. Appreciate you. Please like, subscribe, share the message. We will be doing this on Sundays. And so, if you're still here, so we're gonna start doing reaction videos. We're gonna start with some diss records that my friend here is not too privy to hip hop. She will be going live on camera. You're gonna see her face for the first time. So just be on the lookout for that. And we'll
Mhm.
see you next Sunday.
See you next Sunday, guys. Have a nice day.
All right.
Damn.